Cinema Classics is sponsored by WCBE 90.5 FM, Columbus, Ohio. Produced by John DeSando, Cinema Classics can be heard online at WCBE.org and Thursdays at 8:01 p.m.
I'm John DeSando,
And I'm Keith Hake.
and this is Cinema Classics. Now, Keith, we're having a real classic going here.
Oh.
Mission Impossible. How many has it been?
Mission Impossible 7.
Is this the seventh?
This is the 7th,
All right, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1.
part 1.
Boy, these people have become so sophisticated, they're warning us. We're not going to have an ending on this one.
Well, the nice thing about this is that it does have a nice ending. It breaks itself into 2 parts, but it has a clear ending for this first part.
Yeah, all right. And Keith, I got to tell you, he's 61 years old, and he does almost all of his tricks. Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, he does most of his own stunts, and like you said, he's been doing it for quite a while, almost 30 years now.
Gosh,
And what is fun to see is I went back and I watched the original ones before I saw this one here, all 6 of them, and just to see his hairstyle throughout the whole
Yeah,
thing,
right.
a lot of fun. But the action sequences that he does and the training that he does for this and the practice, and he puts his life on the line for our entertainment.
Right.
He really does.
And probably the $1 billion he has in the bank.
But he could sit at home and not do
Sure
it. But he
could.
puts it on the line for the one iconic scene that everyone knows. I don't like to give anything away, but the motorcycle jump.
Yeah.
Because everyone's seen that in all the previews.
Yes.
But he practiced over 3 months doing that. I read 13,000 practice jumps,
Yep.
trying
That's what I heard.
to get that just right. And it is seamless, and with all the other action, it's almost lost because there's so much action in the movie and fun for the typical car chases, of course the cars, trains,
Keith,
train
this
rides.
is 2 hours and 43 minutes. It feels like 43 minutes.
Oh yes,
I mean,
it goes by
And
fast.
our buddy Wayne was hooting and hollering through every bit of that movie.
I laughed so much through this, and it's not. It's just it's gags. It's just quick little gags. They're not. It's not a pratfall comedy. It is just fun.
All right, so Keith, what is the core of the action in this one, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning? What is everybody looking at?
It's the action sequences. The new director that they have here for the past. This is third one that he's
Yeah.
done. Third one that he's done here.
Macquarie?
Yeah, Macquarie. He's taken it to a new level where I think De Palma and Abrams and was it Brian? Brad Bird.
Brad Bird, yeah.
Did not take the franchise. He's locked in on the amount of action, interaction between the co-stars, the feel of the whole movie. But he's really toned into what's fun to watch. It's not just an action movie that's just straight action. Some of those movies like Transformer, it's too much action. This is paced so nicely that you have the action, comedy,
Perfection.
Suspense, comedy, action. It flows so nicely that it's not just a true action movie. It ebbs and flows, and it keeps you involved in the movie for the full 2 hours.
Now, there are a couple of things that I think that you're reminding me of on this movie, and particularly due to Macquarie, and of course, Cruise rules the roost. I mean, everything they do is with his approval. We seem to me to have more women than we've ever had
Oh, in this one?
in this one.
And it was nice that they carried over from the last one.
Okay.
And the last one was, which one was that here? Fallout. Fallout was the last one there.
Was that Haley Atwell? Was she in that one?
Yeah, she was in that one.
But also Rebecca Ferguson
Yep.
as Ilsa.
Ilsa, yeah.
How about taking the name from Casablanca, huh?
Oh,
I mean, come on.
nice.
Nice, yeah.
But one of my favorite action scenes, I won't say what it was involved with, that you'll recognize it, but they're in an enclosed area, and they're jumping from one side to the other, to the ceiling, to the floor, and they're
Oh,
twisting.
the train.
Was there a train in there? I don't remember.
Yes, of course there was.
But
I mean,
there
a
was-
blatant Hitchcock.
There was something in
North by
there.
Northwest.
Yeah, maybe the Orient Express, who knows? But there was-
Right, Orient Express.
Don't want to
that's
give
right.
away too
Yeah.
much there. But,
Yeah, that
but
was
the
good.
scene. Now, did it remind you of Fred Astaire's movie
Oh.
with the wedding? Which is,
Oh, yeah, where he and Donald O'Connor are dancing,
or no, the Royal Wedding.
Okay.
It was 1951, where he is dancing around the room and the room twists.
Yes.
And he gets on the ceiling.
Know it well.
And he's on the floor.
I know it well.
And this scene, you could tell from like 51 to now,
Yeah.
how far they have taken that, of the actors being able to fly around the room, twisting from one side to the other, jumping from one side to the other, just seamlessly.
So-
And it looks so real.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
So,
it's-
so you had to upend my Hitchcock illusion by giving an even better one.
Oh.
They're dancing on the ceiling. But you're right. I think that train
Oh.
sequence is one of the best ever.
Ever, yeah, it was, it's beautifully done.
Inside and outside.
And it looks so realistic. The CGI, along with the bad guy, supervillain of the AI.
Little
This is-
disappointed in him. He's a handsome dude.
Oh,
But
you,
Gabriel.
Gabriel, yeah, I know,
I know.
kind of the ghost from his past,
Yeah,
Ethan's past. And
Anyway,
they
he was-
allude to
yeah.
some things there, yeah.
Because we know the big bad guy.
But he's so amoral, though.
Well, that's
Gabriel, because he will kill anybody
That's true.
and anything.
He's good at that, yeah.
But his sidekick Paris, takes the
Oh,
scene.
she's good.
She is good. She is good. Now,
Particular favorite of Wayne's.
okay, but did you notice the name Paris? And do you have any inkling what that goes to?
No, it must be referenced to.
Okay, well, I'm an old Star Trek fan. So
Oh.
Leonard Nimoy in the original series took over Martin Landau's character. Didn't take it over, but was a replacement kind of for him when he
And
left.
Landau was an
In
original
Season 4 and 5, right.
and
Was the
TV.
original lead. So
Good one.
Leonard Nimoy took over and he was the great Paris. He was a flamboyant magician
Oh my
who
gosh.
dressed in all these fancy outfits.
Oh my gosh,
and
yeah.
wore the masks all the time and put on all the makeup. So this character, Paris, is an homage to Leonard Nimoy's The Great Paris,
That is
with all the flamboyant outfits and the face paint.
Oh gosh, yeah, yeah. And you picked a terrific sequence. I have to think, well, here they are in Rome again.
Oh,
Here they are at the Spanish Steps
again,
again.
right?
But they do it like I've never seen it before. I mean, these people are genius.
And I have no idea how much CGI they do for that,
I know,
or
I don't
how
either.
much government approval they've got to drive these vehicles and have these fight scenes on the steps. It's so much fun. And myself and my wife travel a lot with you on occasions.
Yeah.
That we've seen a lot of these places, and it's wonderful to see these places and all the scenes, and
Yeah, they're
we
beautiful.
point, oh, we've been there, and it's so much fun. And also to get to travel them to, for people that haven't traveled there, to see the beautiful cities, and to let them know that they've got all these little back alleys.
It's so, I'm so amused at how many chase scenes with cars I've seen, even at the Arc de Triomphe in other movies and so on. But this one really struck me as quite inventive, and maybe the part that we all loved was was it Paris
Mhm.
is driving the Humvee or something?
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but
I know.
she destroys. She's one of the funnest characters here. She destroys everything
She does.
driving. She destroys everyone she fights with. She's a great character.
Now, Keith, do we, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So what do you think about, beyond Gabriel, the real villain here?
Again, I don't want to give too much away
Oh,
about
no,
it.
I mean, everybody.
But, okay, well, I think most people
Yeah.
do know that it's kind of an AI
Yeah.
of our own making. And it's really, I'm again amazed at how movies can foresee the future, like we are with the chatbot that we have now.
Yeah.
Because this was certainly done before
Well,
chatbot
I saw
had
some
come
clips
on.
of where he was wearing a mask, where Cruz was wearing a mask when they were on set.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing that they were still in pandemic time.
Right, yeah, because I remember they had to close down part of the scenes for that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, so it was before all the chatbot and the AI, which everyone is scared of now.
Hot now, hot
Yeah.
button now, man.
And I,
Imagine that. They started this film 2 years ago or so.
oh, it's probably longer than that.
Yeah, and we're now getting to it.
To where we're
your
scared
point.
about it, yeah.
They're predicting. This is, oh, Keith, I'm telling you, we're enjoying ourselves way too much.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to wrap up.
Okay.
But
Well, let's talk about the next one first.
hold on though.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, if people want to hear more of our blather, and I can't believe anybody would, if they want to, they can go to our podcast on WCBE, the Podcast Experience, our Double Take podcast,
Okay.
because we're gonna talk more, but right now, I'm gonna ask my guest, Keith Hake, what do you recommend to our audience about this film, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1?
Okay. Well, if you should choose to decide to accept this mission, definitely go see Mission Impossible at the movies. I mean, at the movies. You gotta see it at the movies. Don't wait until it comes out on DVD or at home. Go see it at the movie. It is fun. That is it's fun, the whole way around.
Let me add to yours by saying, I think this is one of the best action movies ever made. I haven't even listed mine, so I can't tell you what my favorite is. However, there is an allusion to The Great Escape here, when he jumps.
Oh, when he jumps the bike instead of
Yeah.
jumping the fence.
No, when he jumps the
mountain.
fence. It's exactly like Steve
Yeah,
McQueen.
yeah.
Anyway, I think it's one of the best ever made.
I'll agree with you. It's definitely within recent years. There's no doubt about it.